Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Deltarune, Chapter 4, with the G. Grayson. Say hi, Grayson.
Hi, it's me.
Yeah. But yeah, last time we left off, we'd beaten normal Deltarune Chapter 4, and Grayson got me set up with a file to do some weird stuff.
Weird, right?
What save file do I want for this? I'm assuming it's the second one.
No, you go to Chapter 3 files,
Okay, let's see.
and it should be the bottom one. It's my file. It says Peter because apparently the name and time spent on a file are actually stored in a separate file
Huh,
for some reason.
that's weird.
But once you get into the chapter, you should see that it's just clearly my Weird Rat save file.
That
But
is
yeah,
fair.
you've done and seen like the Chapter 2 like Weird Rat stuff. I've mentioned that there's like nothing in Chapter 3 besides like minor dialogue changes. And now on to Chapter 4.
Indeed. I'm certainly interested to see this. I would certainly...
Any theories or predictions before we get into it?
That's a good question. So obviously the big difference here... Well, there's kind of two big differences. And besides that... Well, I shouldn't necessarily say besides that. Let me start off with the big things here. So first of all is that when we did the weird route in Chapter 2, we obviously end up kind of abusing Noelle, and we end up killing Birdley. At least that seems to be the takeaway from it. So I think definitely the big things we're going to see are changes relating to Noelle and Birdley. It's debatable. Obviously, Toby kind of left us without a clear answer back in Chapter 2 about it, but it's debatable as to whether Birdley will still be around, but there's something wrong with him, or if he's just gone and it's not clear where or what happened to him. I think that that's certainly interesting because of that dichotomy. It's entirely possible we don't even necessarily get too much of an answer to that. It's possible some character will bring up, hey, I haven't seen Birdley yet today, that's weird, or something to that extent. But it's very possible that Toby won't do anything to bring too much attention to it just on this day, besides a vague sense that, oh, Birdley's just missing. But on the flip side, it's certainly possible that he is still around, but there's something, like I said, weird with his dialogue. We know there's a few phone calls featuring Birdley, like the one where he tries to ask Noelle to the dance. It's possible...
The dance?
You know, for all intents and purposes, it might as well be one from the way that it's framed. But yes, not the dance. To the festival. That's curious because that either means that phone call's not going to happen, or if it does happen, there will be something different about it. And it's curious to think about in what way there will be something different about it, and it could be multiple ways. First of all, there's the fact that Birdley himself could be weird if he's still around at all, but secondly, there's the fact that Noelle is in a different mental space in this route. And that brings us sort of to Noelle in general. Like, what is the deal with Noelle? Like, we sort of left her off after, more or less, like I said, abusing her and putting her in a very weird position, all things considered. How is that going to transfer over, especially in, the real world? There's a lot of this chapter, the beginning of it, in her house, chatting with her, etc., where her friendship/relationship with the other characters in the story is heavily reliant on doing the normal route. Not only is it safe to presume that something will be weird and different in regards to how she views Chris, but also, if I recall correctly, she didn't have her whole arc with, Susie or the other characters, really. We just kind of hijacked that, and off we go. I feel like a lot of the stuff in her house is going to have to be completely different. Like, I think that there's not really much of any way around that. And so that then begs the question of how is a lot of the stuff that happens there going to go down? I feel like at some level, probably Toby has a habit of cutting to the chase a lot more with stuff like this. I doubt we're going to get as much of these sequences that we did in, the normal Chapter 4. Yeah, I feel like she's probably going to be a little bit more off-put or awkward with Susie. It's hard to say exactly how that's going to go, but I can't really imagine it going so chummy. And honestly, she may even be the one to sort of bring things to an end herself. There may not even really be much of a need to bring in, you know, her mother or whatever. Honestly, she might end up just being offended or upset by something Susie does because they weren't close, you know, in this timeline, and she's a colder person after what had happened, and perhaps a bit more off-put. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious, like I said, again, about the Birdley phone call. If Birdley is mostly the same, I could genuinely and outright see, instead of her, you know, having Susie, you know, on the phone, stopping it from going any further, I could genuinely see her just being sharp and to the point herself about it. Come to think of it, with Birdley, even if he's not dead, it's worth mentioning that he wouldn't have had his own arc because, you know, he wasn't around for the rest of that chapter. There's a lot of stuff to consider and contemplate in regards to that. Then there's, you know, like, how does this all play out towards, you know, like, the end of Chapter 4? Like, what role is this? How's this going to affect the overarching story? For one thing, I feel like it's clear that we've, you know, played Chris in a less fun way. I can imagine Chris to be even less pleased with us than he already is.
They.
Or they, yeah. I don't know. I guess I would predict that, you know, Birdley's no longer around. Noelle's a lot more cold and bitter of a person. She's not very nice with other people at this, like, get-together. It ends kind of early, and that's more or less it. That's kind of what I'm expecting. I guess we'll see.
Nice.
Yeah. The night.
Definitely some interesting prediction.
Indeed.
I think this dialogue is exactly the same, though.
Well, you had me hold C before and you said something was different, so I assume there was something in this that was different.
Not in the fountain part.
Okay. I'm holding C. We got a Susie down there. Wow, it's Pancakes Toriel.
Wow. So yeah, this is what I had you check with your eyes closed to verify that the save transfer actually worked, because I lost all of the recruits in Chapter 3.
Oh.
And this is what happens.
Wow, the TV just gets completely beat up. After the night showed up, he couldn't find Ken in the Dark World anywhere. I asked around if anyone had seen him, but no one really wanted to help us find him. Were we, like, too mean to everyone? Maybe we can still fix him somehow? Rob just wants to throw him out, though. Yeah, I feel like that's probably just gonna end up the case. Ken, he's still really broken. Don't think we can even bring him to the Dark World. Not like this. Let me
Poor
know.
Tenna.
What's that?
Poor Tenna.
Yeah, poor Tenna. I will skip through dialogue unless you think I need to see something. Am I good to skip through this?
Yeah, everything in this house is the same, I believe.
I would believe that. What a bizarre...
Rather than giving you, like, an exact point that you, should start reading again, I'll just say, you know, generally, like, if you start reading dialogue when you get to the church, you'll see the least, unchanged dialogue, you know, and be good, I guess.
Okay, so start once we get to church. But I do want to see what happens when I do this, since I couldn't last time. Sorry this is happening. Shut up! This is your fault! Very mild change from the other one, but, you know, I didn't expect, like, a huge difference for choosing a different dialogue option there, but I did want to see what happened. Okay, we're at the church now. Now, Chris, Susie, I have to prepare for choir now. You two behave yourselves, alright? Yeah, of course. Don't have to tell me twice. Chris, show Susie where to sit down, alright? And yeah, I mean, there's certainly a lot of things here, if nothing else, where we had a bunch of options, so I'll certainly want to try other options this time around. Guess we gotta go through that big door. Does she want to look around first? No, I hate looking around, Susie. I'm an asshole.
I hate looking around.
If I'm the kind of person who kills little birds. Hell yeah, back of the bus. Your mom can barely see us back here. You aren't gonna sleep, are you? Well,
Go ahead and sleep.
Oh, what was that?
Go ahead and sleep.
Sleep through service. Yeah, that makes the most sense. Your eyes closed instantly. Yes, Chris doesn't care. Chris, hey, Chris, get up! We don't have any time to waste. We have to get the bottom of this. The bottom of these two sweet cups of juice. These two are such goobers. Church flavor.
These two are great.
Anyway, you go ask around about the shelter codes. Me, I'll make sure there's nothing hidden. In the punch bowl. Alright, so the big person to talk to here definitely feels like Noelle. Wow, it's cute Noelle. Shame that we were an asshole to her. Chris, you came over to check on me? That's really nice of you. Do you think I could talk you later? Wait, think I could talk you later?
Oh.
How did a typo get through all the testing and checking that they do? That's amazing.
Far from the only typo in this chapter. I think Jenna has a typo as well.
Amazing. Key? Yeah, I think I was singing a bit off-key. Blame me for being distracted. Man, my brain is broken. I see Key and I think of a certain character from a different game.
True.
Okay, let's do the whole bit with this.
I think Teta has like a line of dialogue. It may have been fixed by now, I'm not sure. But like in my playthrough, I remember getting tripped up on like the weather couple like intro where Teta is like, all you have to do is say I love TV 99 times.
Wow.
All you have to do say.
Yeah, that's not great. Let's see. What is your order again? Alright, I need a drink, but Susie's over there, and if I go make my 25% red, 75% yellow combo, make fun of me for it. Okay, this time we're gonna be nice to Alphys, which is ironic given the route I'm on, but...
Oh yeah, you were mean last time. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I want to see what the hell...
You could have chosen to be mean this time, but no, you had to be mean in your main playthrough. That's cold.
Whoa, nice juice combo. Looks cool. My throat is parched. Chris, is that my special combo drink recipe? Offer juice. Yeah, I'm doing things backwards with Alphys. Ah, Chris.
Yeah.
Woo, what a relief. Did you want to talk about something? No! Thanks for the enthusiasm, Chris. I don't remember. Do I need to talk to her to progress stuff? Oh, here's a... Yeah, this is different anyway. Put hay inside a new house for Susie, I did. So architectural history research. Chris, wow, that's very above and beyond. That being said, Chris, I don't think you should try to go in there by yourself. The shelter, it's a place for people to survive an emergency, right? But ever since I moved here, it's been closed for some reason. It makes me wonder if, even if there was some disaster, whatever's inside there might be worse. Of course, maybe that's just my paranoia speaking. But I will say, I've only ever seen a couple people head over there. Undyne and the mayor. So if you ask the mayor or Undyne to chaperone you, I'm sure that might be able to help you with your project. By the way, in the process of asking Undyne, if you could tell her I think this is the same as before from here on out. Felt like useful information. Yes. Who do I need to talk to? I don't even remember.
Good question.
Yeah, who the fuck do I talk to here? Was it Alvin?
Maybe Rudy?
Rudy would make sense.
Because I remember one of the clues you got from Noelle before, but it doesn't seem like you actually really talked to Noelle here.
Chris Meister, hey, what's the deal, Snowmobile? Walked out. Noelle wasn't stuck outside the gate again, was she, Chris? Carol. Damn, I keep telling her to keep a key at City Hall, but she insists on keeping everything important at home. Like, when Noelle was a kid, she made paper snowflakes for Carol to hang up at work, but Carol just wouldn't take them there, because she wanted to keep the damn things safe. She preserved them and stuck them up on the wall at home. Of course, you know Noelle, she had to cry over that, until she went and made snow angels with you guys. After that, she forgot she was sad at all. Anyway, what was I saying? Felt like you gathered enough clues to tell Susie. Yeah, apparently that counts. Interesting also, one definitely gets a picture that's being painted more and more that Carol is an overprotective parent. Which I guess makes sense, given what presumably happened to her other daughter, but still. The way Rudy talks makes it sound like she's just kind of always been this way. Hi,
yeah,
Susie.
at least since the snowflakes thing.
Yeah. Tell Susie the info? No. Ah, darn, there's not separate dialogue for that. Explain the clues. Cool, let's hear what you got. You explain the situation to Susie. So the only two leads we got are Undyne and the mayor, huh? Guess if we think about the three symbols of the shelter, that pretty much tracks. One sure looked like the church symbol. Don't got that code yet, but it could be here. It looked like the badge the cops wear. So Undyne probably knew something too. It looked like a pine tree, and the mayor likes trees, right? I mean, there's one at City Hall. Maybe that's why the knight captured Undyne. They wanted to take their codes so they could get in. But in that case, they have to know the other two codes too. Someone who goes to church, who knows the mayor, who also has something to do with the cops. Who the hell could that be? Yes, City Hall's our best bet for now. What? Noelle said her mom keeps everything important at home. Yeah, wait, now that I think about it... The mayor's Noelle's mom, right? You forgot that, Susie? Maybe if we tried... Chris, and Susie? Would you want to come by my house and work on our projects after church? Ooh, interesting. She's being the assertive one now. Yeah, of course. Great. I'll, go bring my dad back to the hospital. Cool, that's, awesome. See you later. Chris says, your father deserves it. I'm kidding, I don't have to get that into character. Do easy, right? Boom, give me 5. Man, Chris is a dick. Honestly, what I just said might be more on par than I thought. What's up? You, got something against Noelle, Chris? Like, hey, maybe things took a weird route right now. Oh my god, Toby, really? Really, Toby? A weird route? Oh, good lord. Well, I guess it's very official. Weird route is the name to call this. Though Snowgrave wouldn't make a lot of sense going beyond Chapter 2 anyway, so it makes sense. What in the world?
Maybe things took a weird route right now.
Yeah, they
did.
They most definitely did. This is not what Ralsei had in mind when he told us the abbreviated prophecy. He wasn't planning on Chris being a douchebag. And,
Well, don't put that on Chris. You
Sure.
did that.
Yeah, good point. He wasn't planning on the vessel that controls the cage being a douchebag.
True.
I mean, who'd expect she'd ask us like that? But we should be glad it's going so fast, right? Right? Oh, it's going fast, all right. How about some of the red stuff? No? You're lost, no, you're gonna want it later. You drank all the red stuff. Just go already. Oh, it's this girl. I'm kidding. Girl is a weird way to describe Toriel. Oh, Chris,
True.
Susie, how about going to the diner? I have to come back
I'm
to
pretty
church.
sure this is the exact same.
Alright. Oh, look, it's the egg's husband. Did we
If
ever
there's
get...
any dialogue to skip, it's this travesty.
Yeah, did we ever get an answer as to why this loser ended up at the holiday house eating the fucking party tray? Because I don't think that was ever really explained.
Who knows?
Toby's done a good job of making you know, Asgore seem every bit the loser that Toriel thinks he is.
Yeah. Which is funny because Asgore was inspired by like one of Toby's real friends, so Toby was like, "I'm sorry I made your character so sad in this game."
Understandable. Like, my god, yeah. He really is just a loser ex-husband bear guy. That really is all there is to him in this game.
Yeah.
Do I need to do this part, or just skip past it? Or I guess rather I should say, should I do this part?
Yeah, I don't think it's any different.
Alright, off we go.
If you want to see alternate dialogue, you can go other places, but it's
Alright.
not massively important.
What sorts of alternate dialogue can I find?
You could be really mean to Ralsei.
Ooh, interesting. Let's go be mean to Ralsei.
The way you said "ooh" concerns me.
I mean, I like Ralsei, don't get me wrong, but that's a very unique thing to be able to do. Hey, toothpaste boy, I'm coming for ya. Let's go be mean to Ralsei.
There's even less people here.
I don't want your hugs.
Screw you, Ralsei's hugs are the best.
In regards to a message that I sent to a friend before this stream, all they responded with was, lol, hey. Anyway, carrying on.
Wow.
Susie, Chris, welcome back. I missed you. Yeah. Hey, let me talk about something. Remember that cop last night? This seems the same.
Yeah. But the reason Peter's being so vague about the friend thing is because it's too stupid and ridiculous to be worth, like, the 10 minutes it would take to explain.
That is fair, and I agree. Oh, hey, Lancer's up here. Lancer! Come join the party. There he is. Cool.
There you go.
Even if I'm gonna be mean to Ralsei, we have to have Lancer with us. Can I do anything to this thing? Okay, no, I cannot. But yeah, there's not a lot of friends in this place. Not that I think this version of our character wants to be friends with anyone. Oh. Seems that the building isn't ready to open yet. Maybe there wasn't enough staff. Yeah, I don't think there was. Just a hunch. Closed. The music shop is closed. Everyone's busy this time. Apparently Sham still exists.
True.
Is there anything else that's closed? Nah, it doesn't seem to be. Okay, onwards. I have a feeling it's probably a lot of the stuff to do within here where we're gonna be mean to Ralsei.
I don't remember if you have any choices that you can pick differently during the tea party, or if it's just all gonna be the same.
Oh, we'll see. Why is this thing sleeping? It's doing an absolutely reprehensible job of protecting the jail. Nice.
Yeah, that's normal, remember?
Yeah, that is true. I have a surprise for you, too. If we can get it to go in your rooms. What if I don't go in the rooms? Nothing in here that needs to be pointed to. I feel like I probably should go in here anyway. Do I just skip through this until something happens, or do I read it?
Might as well skip it.
This is too cute for an asshole.
Which you are in this route.
Yeah. No. I'm okay. There's still cake too if you fancy some.
No tea for Chris.
Yeah, Chris doesn't drink tea. Chris drinks the blood of their enemies. That's my cake, you douche douchebag, get your paws off. Chris, chill. He'll make you more later. I'd be happy to. Anyways, that was kind of fun. Thanks, Ralsei.
I actually never seen that dialogue before.
Wow. That is interesting, isn't it? But yeah, I might as well choose different options and see what happens.
Might as well.
I don't think there's anything in the Queen room I should care about. It seems to be closed. Yeah, no shit. But yeah, I'm figuring this is the main show here, is what happens in this place. I'm guessing I'm going for a dialogue option here, so I'll just skip until I get one. Of course not. Did you say of course? You covered up your mouth yawning there. You're nodding. That means, yes, doesn't it? Wow, so Chris is trying really hard not to be as big of a douche as I'm trying to make him.
Yeah, Chris hates Ralsei believers rolling in their graves.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think Chris likes Ralsei anywhere near as much as Susie, but Chris doesn't hate Ralsei. Arguably, Ralsei is still his friend. I'm sorry, Chris. I was being... Alright, furniture piece number 1. Thanks, Susie. This seems the same again, so we'll skip until the next choice.
Yeah.
Oh, that was all, actually.
I just find that bit of dialogue very fascinating.
Oh, it is.
Again, it implies that Chris does not hate Ralsei. A lot of people thought that they did because of the character T things and, like, how different characters' T would, like, heal different amounts. Like, Susie's T would heal Noelle, like, 400. And, you know, Ralsei T healed Chris very little, but it was honestly a similar amount to Ralsei T healing Noelle, so...
Yeah.
You know, I don't think that it was ever meant to imply that Chris hates Ralsei, more just, you know, they're vaguely strangers, people who have just met, nothing against them, but, like, you know, he doesn't hate... You know, Ralsei isn't possible to be hated.
Absolutely.
Unless they're weird. So I don't know why they would hate Chris, or why they would hate Ralsei. Fuck, I'm getting my words mixed up.
Yeah. Alright, next place I'm gonna go is to the library. Library is closed this weekend due to lack of volunteers. Oh, ain't that telling? Hey, what else do I need
You should also talk to someone else.
Oh. Chris, remember me. Sorry if I was too strict when I babysat you and Noelle. Since then, Noelle's always seemed so nervous around me. Until today, she even complimented my outfit. I wonder what changed. Well, you see, I was a douchebag to her. And she was muttering something like, you don't scare me. Wow. Well, you aren't...
Isn't that different?
It is.
Normally she mutters, like, mice are cute, but she didn't have that arc in this playthrough, so instead it's, you don't scare me.
That's really interesting. Any other little dialogue changes you're aware of?
You're probably also gonna check the hospital, right?
That seems like a very good place to go. Chris, your mom was bragging about your piano playing. Do not. Damn, got kind of hyped for a sec.
Yeah, same dialogue as, like, chapter 2.
Indeed. What, you want to go in by yourself? Whatever. Ooh, there he is. He's breathing slowly. Maybe your imagination, but he seems cold. Heat him up. What does that mean? What, are we gonna pee on him?
Why is that where your mind go? What the fuck?
I don't know. Just like...
You got something you want to say, Peter?
No. You changed the hot water bottle on his head. I'm just thinking about what the most dickish things that Chris can do right now are.
Why would Chris do that? What are you talking about?
Yeah, no. Anyway, that's nice to change the water bottle. Seems more relaxed. That's good. I hope our little bluebird is okay. Probably won't be, but I hope he is. You turned on the space heater to a higher setting. Burley's in there, right? Don't give me bird flu or whatever he has. Susie!
She doesn't get it.
No. Chris, that service was pretty long, wasn't it? You wanna talk about something? Is anything here different?
I actually have no idea.
Yeah, let's read some of it. That's right, festival tomorrow. Told Noelle I'd go support her. Just gotta save up my strength, then I'll be busted out of here, baby. You can do it, Rudy. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be an asshole. No, man, you stay here. Chris, why the hell did you bring your friend here? I don't know, man. Chris, why did you? It just got so crazy, you gotta laugh. Yeah, there's nothing to do with him.
Back to the receptionist.
Ooh, the receptionist. That's interesting. Your friend? He's still... In any case, thank you for bringing him in yesterday. Oh, that's interesting. So that implies that's something that Chris would have done during the go out the window segment where we were, you know, not around. So it's very curious how when we are playing as a nice person, Chris does things that aren't cool because they're required to by presumably the knight. But when we're playing as a bad person, in that case, Chris has to mop up our mistakes off screen.
That is a good point. I mean, they're still doing the bad stuff, but
Oh, of course.
it really makes you wonder if Chris won't be a better person by the end of the weird route.
Certainly very possible. Let's see, is there anything else I need to do? I can't think
I think you've basically seen everything prior to Noelle's house.
Alright. I feel like this is where a lot of the big changes are gonna be. Alright, we made it. Now, where the hell's Noelle? I'm gonna get hungry waiting around. Chris, got any snacks? That works, I guess. Susie, Chris, hi. Sorry I'm late. I just had to. Yeah. Is that a rose? Oh yeah, sorry. That's still amazing. I love the narrowed eyes there. Just like,
True.
oh, you purple putts. Oh, shoot. Did you want some? I can pick up the stem if you... No, it's fine, this way. What? Hey, whatever. Come on, Susie. Here's my house. Sorry, it's not much, but... it's the holiday home.
It's the rich kid's house.
It is. I mean, her mom is mayor. The hell, it's huge. I'm already getting lost just standing here. Oh, really? Then, here, I'll show you around. Noelle joined your study group. Noelle's cool. I like Noelle. Welcome to my home. Chris, let's start searching. Okay. Let's meet at the couch when you're done searching. What the heck is this? My mom collects them. Ho, ho, ho. Alright, how the hell do you turn it off? Just hold down the button. Though, for some weird reason, turning it off takes power. So it takes forever on the low battery ones. Faha! Okay, I'm assuming most things are the same. I definitely want to mess with these, though. What if so many Santas with dead batteries if Chris hadn't glued the cases shut trying to starve them? What? Well, that's new.
You remember saying that?
I don't.
Did you miss it the first time?
Maybe I did. I didn't think I saw that. Maybe I'm just forgetful.
Yeah, Chris is a weird kid.
I like messing with these stupid things. Sorry, guests aren't allowed in there. Ooh, sounds, suspicious. Wow, it's Noelle's room. It's Noelle's homework desk. You took a pencil out of habit.
I think things were generally the same prior to, you know, going to the couch.
That is fair. Okay, we'll just go to the couch then. Start the study session? Yes. Okay, should we, get started? Yeah, sure. So, what are your projects about? Oh, well, sorry, my phone call. I'll be just a second. Hi, Mom, what's up? Yeah, I took Dad home, so it's just, me here. Ooh, she's just actively lying. Interesting. Huh? No problem. I can probably just cook something. Gosh, Mom, I'm not going to burn myself. Okay, see you later tonight. Yeah, she's definitely an overprotective mother. Sorry, should we go ahead and start our projects? Wait. Huh? Don't we need more, like, stuff? Like, you know, paper, pencils, project stuff. Chris, you should, go look for it. Gosh, you're right, Susie. Chris, I think there was some stuff in my room, you know? If you wanted to go look. Alright. It's Noelle's homework desk. I want the pencils. Okay?
You sure love that homework desk.
Well, I figured there was probably, you know, I figured there was probably a pencil or paper somewhere. A great hiding place, although it smells like detergent and deer. Yes, I would imagine a deer owns it. Noelle's bed, there's ample space to hide underneath. It's Noelle's computer. The cycling wallpaper is a motion blurred photo of you as a kid. Wow, that's interesting. Noelle's family looking festive. Noelle's family, edited by elves? Wait.
By elves? What do you mean?
Oh, God. Man, I need to read better, man. Oh, I was gonna say, wait, there's elves in this universe? To be elves.
No, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it is Toby Fox's world. It's very possible there are elves in this world. I love, too, how apparently in my head, you can tell specifically when something is edited by elves. Maybe they have their own specific style of doing it, but you can just tell when something is elf-edited.
You can just tell.
Yep. This is Noelle's computer. The cycling wallpaper is desk holding a cracked baseball bat. Let's see? Oop, I accidentally skipped that. Noelle's family looking festive. Noelle's family looking festive. Okay, we got to the looping point. It's a state-of-the-art high-definition TV with old game consoles underneath. I honestly don't remember where it is that I'm supposed to be going. Oh, it was probably upstairs, wasn't it? It's locked. Okay, never mind, it wasn't upstairs. It's the bathroom door. Well, I should probably talk to them anyway. Chris, if you can't find any pencils or anything, I can come help you find them later. Interesting. Damn, can't believe that worked. Go look for clues before Noelle gets suspicious. Okay, Susie. The house's back door. No need to leave. Hey, are you gonna... Yeah, no, not yet, apparently. Yay, it's a save point. I love those.
And then you check the cupboard.
Yep, by accident. I can't get to that door. God, where am I supposed to go again? I genuinely don't remember. Did I go in this room? It's the bathroom door. Maybe I was supposed to go back in Dessa's. Oh, yeah, of course. Every door except the one I was supposed to go in. Very typical.
Everyone.
It's a red guitar. There's a code taped to the inside. It says shelter. Nah, I don't want it. Take it. You lean down to look inside the guitar. You had to read the numbers in the passcode. 1, 2, 2. You gonna stop me, Chris? Yep. Chris, I could brute force that, you know. You stopped me a little bit too early. Or too late, rather.
Too early?
Yeah, too late, I mean. Chris, are you up there? Oh, interesting. Very different spot. Chris, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Poor Noelle. That's a really sad-looking Noelle sprite. You know, just the two of us. If you don't mind, I mean. I'll be in my room, okay? And of course, if I remember right, she's under the apprehension that it's a dream. Yeah, what happened?
That is what Susie said.
So, that's interesting. She's probably assuming that, you know, the dream is her subconscious telling her that she needs to take a more active role in her life. Alright, well, it's time for this segment again. Yay, I'm a heart mouse.
Hooray.
This segment, I didn't mention it last time, reminds me of a section from Wild Arms, where one of the characters has a pet mouse that can talk and follows you around through the whole journey, and, you know, they basically serve no gameplay purpose other than just, oh, hey, they talk to you sometimes, you know, say stuff. But there's one segment very late in the game where you need to get through a maze that's like this, and so the mouse comes to the rescue.
Don't go down here, by the way.
Don't go down here, by the way? Okay. I think I can loop back up, right? Yes, I can.
Yeah. You just can't go back to the vents if you go into the basement area.
That is fair, and I did miss some stuff last time. Like, for one thing, I thought this was progression, so I didn't really look around too much.
Well, this time Chris isn't even here.
True, so I'm not even sure that there's really anything to look at. I don't think I can get in this room, right? Yeah, no, so I'm not sure that that really does me any good. Oh! That's fun. I like that. I mean, I don't think there's much of anything else here I can really do anything with this time round. Because, yeah, there's no Chris here. Chris went to go talk to the Noelle. Is this a different section event than the one that I wasn't supposed to be in? I think it has to be, right? Because it's angled differently. Oh, a bathroom. So that's what this room is. Okay, that's cool. Can sort of get a little peek into what the deer's bathroom looked like. Nothing too interesting, though. Okay, let's see. What's up this way? Presumably this is her parents' room, since that's not Noelle's room, and that's not, Dessa's room. It's this way. Yay, it's the main room. Susie's probably there eating glue or something.
She doesn't eat glue, she eats moss.
You're right, and chalk.
Yeah.
Ooh, fun. This is something I was looking forward to seeing. To be honest, I've been kind of waiting for a chance for us to be alone all day. There's something I want to talk to you about, Chris. talk to you about last night. Ooh, she suspects something's up. I mean, she's not stupid, so that makes sense. Last night, I couldn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, all I could see was snow. That's interesting. I was terrified, Chris. Terrified it was all real. I went out on the porch to breathe, and that's when I felt it. A hand on my shoulder. That's a little creepy. I froze. Then I heard your voice. Chris's voice. Chris doesn't have one of those. You said sorry for being weird yesterday, Noelle. You said it was all a stupid prank. You said Burley was going to get better. Chris, your voice, your deadpan, mumbly voice, even if you sounded kind of weak and shaky. I don't know why, but it felt so long since I heard it. I even started sniffling. Chris, you're back. Chris, thank you. Well, no thanks for pranking me, but... Chris, can I say something else? Yeah, go for it. Why am I getting the choice to do this when, you know, I'm the heart? Oh, well, I'm down here now. Chris, there was something else you did. Something else I have to ask you about. After you said all of that, Not a lot of friction on that sofa, is there? Took my hand and pulled a thorn out of my finger. Then you said that when I saw you again. Chris, what are you? I guess Chris figured out the heart was here and does not want us seeing all of that. Hi, Chris.
Congratulations, you failed.
Yeah, no kidding. Bad hearts go in the timeout box. Wow, did you fail miserably, Chris? You should probably check that that's actually on properly.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Okay, so there's definitely going to be somewhere else I want to go to see more dialogue, I suspect.
Well, that sound effect that played, that little jingle, is actually the sound effect to indicate that you have aborted the weird route.
Oh. That's interesting. Well then. What should I do about that?
You don't have a way to, like, open the menu at this point, do you?
Let's see. No, I do not seem to.
Huh. Well, unless you want to go all the way through all the other stuff, I guess you have to restart. Unless you want to see, like, dialogue you missed the first time or something.
Yeah, that's certainly fair. What did I miss dialogue-wise the first time, if anything?
Out of curiosity, check the bathroom. I'm not sure if anything would be there or not, but just check.
Yeah, sure. Trying to remember where the bathroom was. I think it was up and right. Yeah, I need to go up and right.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Chris.
Oh, hey. That's what they normally are doing in there.
Indeed. No. Dum-de-dum. Well, it's this dude. Ooh, Waiting up sure works up an appetite. What, are you just like a hireable maid service? I wonder if the kitchen has any treats for me. No, not now. I can't afford to take a break. Now, more than ever, I need to concentrate. What are you concentrating on? You settled this once and for all. I've got to go look again. Okay, that's unique. Well, that gives at least mildly more information about why he's here.
True.
We're gonna go mess with Chris. Or at least we're gonna try to mess with Chris. Oh, Chris is watching, even if they're drinking. Hi, Chris.
That is interesting. I never realized that, you know, they turned to face you.
Yep. Screw you, Chris. It's me.
I've also never seen that before. Normally, if you go too far to the right, they throw the, like, chocolate syrup bottle at you and come get you.
Interesting. Alright. Got that on their head. How very unique. That's right, Chris. We are here to cause you as much trouble as possible. Hey. Anything else?
I think you, missed some dialogue that, you could have seen, like, in the, like, basement before.
Oh, yeah, good point, because yeah, good point. I probably should see.
Oh, wait. Actually, first, go to the parents' room.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I got you here, because, man, there's a lot of stuff I could easily miss if not for you.
Sure.
I have to remember how the hell to even get to the parents' room. Well, that's Dessa's room, so that's definitely not it. And that's Noelle's room. I think I found it. We're almost there, aren't we, old friend? This time, for sure, Tori will finally see. See what really happened. That's very interesting. That I just wanted to protect everyone. And this time, she'll have to believe me. They all will. Then... we'll all be a happy family again, won't we? He certainly seems quite desperate. Also, sorry, your son is being possessed by a red object. It sure is beautiful, isn't it? This black shard. Oh, that's interesting. What, are you going to be a secret boss at some point? Man, that's a unique...
Honestly, would not be surprised.
That's a unique setup. Alright, now down to the cellar basement area. That's not the cellar.
Yep, gotta go through the kitchen.
True.
Oh, wait. Actually,
Yeah?
you never got caught by Chris before, right?
Yeah.
So you never got to see what happens if you get caught and then come back.
Oh, interesting. Well, I see that this is now shut, so... What you gonna do, Chris? Looks like they walked off the screen. Are they gonna go play piano? Oh, they are. And well, apparently. I see you over there, Chris. I'm gonna come and remove your ability to play.
That's a weird threat.
Yeah. I don't want you to have any hobbies, Chris. Just you wait till I get out of this duct. Man, they're actually really talented.
That they are.
Yeah, like that definitely seems like an upper intermediate level. They know what they're doing quite well, arguably. Oh, interesting. Another song.
Yeah.
How fun. I wonder if all of this is in the soundtrack somewhere.
You recognize this one?
I recognize the song. I'm trying to place where I know it from. Help me out here and at least tell me, is this from a previous Toby Fox work, or is he referencing something else?
It's Deltarune, yes.
Is this the song that plays when you're in the Pedalo swan boat?
Yes.
That makes sense. That's cool. Oh, rules card. That one's easy.
Yeah.
That's really neat. What a...
I also love how this implies that Roll Card's music is diegetic, as in he's actually playing his own theme music during the fight.
That is great.
He seems like the kind of person that would.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like the kind of person who'd have his own commissioned theme song in the first place.
For sure.
Hey! I'm having a harder time placing this one. Is this a theme we've heard?
Actually not sure. Apparently it's called Waiting Room, and the wiki mentions it uses the hip shop motif.
I can sort of see that a little bit. Chris is having a jam of a time.
True.
Yeah, Chris is good. Chris is
Yes,
real
they
good.
are.
Got a nice little waltz beat here.
Yeah.
I like how Chris is just doing this while the other two are waiting for them to bring them, like, you know, stationary supplies. It's
Yeah.
like, that could take a while. I don't give a shit.
I mean, it's Bathroom Sweepstakes, like, Noelle vlogs, we did learn that Chris has a weird tendency to say they have to go use the bathroom, and then they'll go, like, into the kitchen to play piano. And whenever Noelle actually comes to check on them, they abruptly stop and leave.
That's great. Which I'm guessing is how this is going to end. Also, we've got the leitmotif that's used a lot in the Castle Town.
The legend.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Interestingly enough, the files refer to that as a last prophecy.
That's interesting. Ah, and now I gotta take on Don't Forget.
Yeah, doesn't this one sound familiar?
Yeah. Is this the same version that's played in the Dark World?
It's the same, like, song, but the wiki says it's played a bit faster and in C minor instead of G sharp minor.
Interesting. Admit it, Chris, you're a time traveler who transposes music into other key signatures.
Nah, of course. And I assume the reason they were able to play the song so well is just because it's a song that they know. I mean,
Yeah, that makes sense.
you know, it definitely feels like something that they would have played at church.
That does make sense.
Pretty sure that's all.
Alright. Bye, Chris. You done well, kid.
Bye, Chris. Yeah, like around 8 minutes of piano if you are just able to wait there and listen to it.
That's wild. Toby did quite something with that. And I will call it Toby on that one because he usually is the one behind the music.
Not only that, we know that Toby plays piano, and, you know, that's presumably just a recording of Toby playing on the piano.
I would certainly believe
So
him.
don't.
Alright.
Remember, that's how you skipped the dialogue last time.
Alright.
This time, move over to the stereo on the left. You saw the dialogue that's currently playing, by the way.
Alright.
It's very short.
Do you hear something?
You to read it.
From the basement. Damn. I hope it's not the severed hand. Is that a Blood Crushers 2 reference? Dude, you actually know it? Of course, it's like a super duper classic. One day, the protagonist wakes up without a hand. Like, they hear the music playing in the basement. And when they go down, it starts attacking them and stuff. I'm a severed hand. Ooh. Jesus, yeah, that was so freaky. You know, I never, saw the original. Only 2. Gosh, really? I have the box set. Do you want to watch? Dude, that would be awesome. Yeah, gosh, I used to watch it, religiously. Be nice to have someone to watch it with again. That's good dialogue. Interesting. What about, Caddy? Doesn't she like scary stuff? Well, she just takes it a little serious. Analyzes all the magic and stuff. It's a little... That's wicked annoyed. No, but yes. No, but yes. You can tell she doesn't want to say something about her friend like that, but she does agree.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to know what else this reminds me of? So there's this guy that gets really mad about games. Oh, she's talking about you, Grayson. I'm kidding. And he made this goofy horror series.
Oh, just like me.
This bucket with Icy's face that tries to kill him? Have you seen that? No? Is this supposed to be like a Five Nights at Freddy's description? Oh.
No.
Well, I think maybe it's okay if you haven't. Yeah, it sounds like it's probably not very good. Dude, let's watch that too. Really? I have it saved on my phone. Here. Hell yeah. This rolls. I have, a whole playlist. Haha. Cool. So much dialogue. It's nice just being quiet next to her. Bill's cool, just chilling and not even needing to talk.
You probably guessed that that's the end of the dialogue.
Yep.
So probably easiest way to load your save is to just quit the game at this point.
Indeed. Will this screw anything
Unless you
up
want to go through the whole... Huh?
I'm gonna ask if this will screw anything up with OBS.
It shouldn't, no.
Cool.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure the thing that they're referencing with the guy who gets mad at games and a goofy horror series about a bucket that tries to kill him is a reference to the Angry Video Game Nerd.
That would make sense.
Well, not specifically AVGN, but, the person who made AVGN also made, a different character and series called Board James, and that one had, God, it's been, probably at least half a decade since I've seen it. Maybe even more like a decade at this point now, no.
Oh, hey, it says Grayson now.
Yeah, because you actually saved it, so it had a chance to, show up here.
Makes sense.
But yeah, that's, what they're referencing. There's, Board James, and then there's, a plot where, the bucket comes to life and tries to kill him. I think it's Mr. Bucket.
Oh, that's interesting.
Is, the name of the toy. Yeah, it's been forever since I've seen it, so I don't actually remember what happened, but I somehow managed to clock that reference when I played through this. I was like, are they talking about Mr. Bucket?
That is
That's
wild.
the only thing I remember from the entire Board James series, just that there was, a bucket and something weird happened with it.
Don't you just love when something's such a hyper-specific reference that if you don't get it, your brain just assumes it's the next closest thing? If it were for you, I would just assume that this is a weird FNAF reference.
Yeah, I don't blame you for thinking that. I mean, who the hell has watched Board James,
That's fair. Apparently Grayson.
And at least somebody on the Deltarune dev team, if not Toby Fox himself.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I just gotta say, I love all the Noel dialogue that they have, in this house. That, whole basement segment, the whole, sequence when you're in the closet in Dessa's room. It's so good, and I love how, like, Noelle is clearly like a 2000s, 2010s internet kid.
Oh, absolutely. Noelle probably was born somewhere between when the two of us were born. Somewhere in that vicinity.
Probably.
Yep. I would absolutely believe she's like a 98 girl.
Like, she is an amazingly relatable character because of all the stuff she has to say about, like, gaming urban legends, creepypasta type stuff, board games for some reason.
Yep.
Like, again, like 2000s, 2010s internet kid. It's so spot on.
It's very well done. Makes sense. Toby himself is a little bit older than I am. So, do I come back in here and then just jump on them or something?
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's a shame I gotta ruin this cute little scene, because it is a very cute little scene. Is the implication supposed to be, and I might be completely misreading it, but is the implication supposed to be at the end of this that Noelle wants to confess to Chris?
You're just asking, like, rhetorically?
Yeah, rhetorically. I mean, I don't think there's an answer yet. There's probably a lot of people who theorize one way or the other.
Yeah, it'd be a little weird if you asked me a question like, hey, how does this end?
Yeah, you don't know. Even if you did, even if there was something else to be told, like, you wouldn't
Oh,
want
you
to...
mean the route overall. I thought you meant this scene.
Yeah, no. Yeah, like, at the end of the day, either this is something where there's nothing else to be learned, or it would be a spoiler if there were. So I'm certainly asking rhetorically. But it is interesting, because I could read it either way. That, like, her slowly scooching to the left definitely feels like someone who is trying to get closer to someone they've got a crush on. Which is interesting that...
So before you pick, you remember the implications of the word proceed in the weird route in Chapter 2, right?
Yeah, proceed seems like, if I remember right, proceed was always the option when we did something creepy, right?
Yeah, and, you didn't comment on it, so I just want to make sure you remembered that that's what that was.
I kind of forgot, but you know what, that does, I can remember that now. That definitely is something I recall. It's been a long time since I've seen Chapter 2, if I'm honest.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we're back in Chris now. Chris, there was something else you did. Something else I have to ask you about. After you said all that, you took my hand and pulled a thorn out of my finger. Then you said that when I saw you again, you said not to mention you did any of this, or... Chris, it's okay, it's just us. No, it most definitely is not. You just said not to mention any of that, because it'd get heard. Oh, he's trying really hard to make sure she doesn't.
There.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know why it's really hard for me to get Chris's pronouns down. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that it's, I don't know. Why do I have such a hard time with Chris's pronouns? It's strange. I'm usually very good about non-binary people and non-binary characters and their pronouns, but for whatever reason, my brain just reads Chris very much as a he. I really don't know why, because there's nothing about Chris that is necessarily particularly masculine. My brain just reads them as that, and that's strange. I will try to keep... I mean, I have been anyway, but I will keep trying to remember, but no guarantee I will. I would apologize...
I wonder if that's some, like, subconscious, like, headcanon carryover from Undertale.
That's very possible. It's hard to say.
Like, did you see either of the humans as a he, like, back then?
I definitely feel like... Now, this is going to sound strange, but I feel like I saw Frisk as a he, and strangely, Kara more towards a, like... Not quite a she-her, but definitely in the middle of the they spectrum, leaning more towards a she-her. I don't know why, but Frisk I definitely saw as a he.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Chris, it's okay, it's just us. Who's going to hear? The asshole in the cage. Oh, that's interesting. Does this choice matter for staying on the weird route?
Yes, it does matter.
Alright. God damn it, and I have no idea what I should put here. I'm guessing it's the ... right? Because
It's me.
Okay, fair enough. Me. What the hell? Well, that's pretty weird, isn't it? Almost like we're on a weird route. Chris? Chris, your voice, it... Ha ha, Chris, that's another joke, right? That voice, how? The voice from my dream. Because it wasn't a dream? I assume that's definitely what we want here.
Yes.
Yeah,
you can figure it out.
Fair enough. Aw, poor Noel. Sorry, Chris. What did you say? I must have misheard you. No, there's no way they heard. There's no way they heard my thoughts. Oh, I can see your thoughts easily. Oh, I heard. What are you talking about, Chris? I didn't say anything. It's impossible. That's impossible. It's just a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. I honestly feel bad for poor Noelle. This is sad. I'm just scaring her shitless for no real reason. Other than the same reason why we did stuff in Genocide route at Undertale, because we have to know. If you can hear me, say red or blue. Oh, interesting. Both are possible. Red. Say green or black. Green. Say it didn't happen. Say it didn't snow. Wait, it didn't happen, it didn't snow, but well, I guess it doesn't matter terribly much. Both of these sort of point to the same thing. You're lying. You're lying. Noelle will get stronger. Noelle becomes stronger. Well, that noise certainly makes me think I'm still on the weird route. Chris, what did you say? Equip. Man, Toby is doing a good job of making the weird route just unsettling as all hell. Well, I guess I should say the whole team, but... God.
Yeah.
Chris, what is that? Proceed. Chris, that's not the thorn, is it? That's not the thorn ring, is it? Proceed. Chris, come on. You still... What about last night? What about... Didn't you want to protect me? I like how we can't even back out now. It's just proceed. Why can't I move? Why can't I look away? Noelle, do something. Come on, Susie, step in and stop this madness. Chris, I really think I think I need to go. Gosh, I think I have. Equip. Chris? Oh, well, ain't that something? Oh, that's an off-putting equip sound effect. Yeah, if you're about to do something to the heart, Chris, you have every right to. Like, in this timeline, the heart isn't just an inconvenience like it is in the good timeline. In this timeline, the heart is actively trying to hurt Chris, his friends, and their relationships. Oh.
This might be, like, the most horrifying moment, like, in the route, because holy fuck, imagine how Chris is feeling right now.
Oh, extremely pissed off. And rightfully
Not
so.
just pissed, but, like, terrified, hopeless, and pissed. Like, seriously, like, imagine yourself in their shoes. What the fuck could you or would you be able to do in this situation?
Absolutely nothing, and that's what's the most horrifying about it. My god, I don't know how Toby has managed to find a weird route more unpleasant than the genocide route in Undertale by quite this margin. I think I mentioned back when I did the weird route back in Chapter 2 that I thought it was more unpleasant in some ways than the genocide route, but I'm doubling down on that stance now. This is definitely more unpleasant than the genocide route. My god. That is just really uncomfortable. What the hell? Chris? Chris, are you okay in there? Just thought I'd let you know. Mayor Carroll is asking everyone to leave. And, I thought you looked a little down today. So, I made a special treat for you. Your friend and I will be waiting for you outside with it. Feel better, Chris. And of course, the saddest thing is as much as Chris would probably love to wash the goddamn heart down the fucking toilet, they have to have it. We don't entirely know the entire reasoning yet, but they don't have a choice. They have to have it.
Yeah. Also, check your stats.
Chris, since Chapter 1. Black Shard, Bandage, Money 7. Level 1, HP 10 of 20. 10 of 20, that's interesting. I'm assuming that's not just... I mean, I've saved recently. Yeah, I've literally lost health.
Yeah, that was from the trash can thing.
That makes sense. Damn.
Which, who knows whether the implication is that that's more your health than it is Chris's. Whether that was hurting Chris the entire time, but they still did it just because they were that upset.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of implications, but holy shit.
Indeed. God damn. Yeah, I was sort of at the start of this just sort of playing around with the idea of, oh, I'm gonna be a little bit of an asshole. That's sort of funny. Back when we were just like telling Ralsei that we didn't want any of his tea, and making that one comment. Like, it's not nice, but it's like choosing the asshole option and loading your save. Like, it could be a little interesting to see. This is a very different level. This is just horrifying and outright unpleasant to look at.
Yeah, like, the fact that, between chapters, Chris, went to Noelle and tried to make everything better.
Mm-hmm.
Brought Birdley to the hospital, took, the thorn, that was once the thorn ring out of Noelle's finger. Tell her it was just a prank, that none of it was real, all that kind of stuff. They went through all that trouble to try and fix what you did, and you undid all of that in an instant.
Yep. No, it's real freaking creepy, and it's weird how much, the heart in this timeline is fixated on Noelle in particular. Yeah, I can be a bit of a dickhead to other people, very clearly, stealing Alphys is, drink. Well, I shouldn't say stealing it, since we were technically the ones who made it. Drinking it in front of her after her being happy. Or, telling Ralsei that, nah, we don't really, care that much about him or whatever. But, god damn, for whatever reason, the heart seems really fucking fixated on Noelle. They are going to traumatize Noelle for some reason.
Yeah, I think it's just a genocide route, kind of if you can do something, you might as well. And, Noelle opens up a lot of possibilities that are not available with the standard party members.
Oh, for sure. No, she's like a special hidden party member. I like Noelle a lot, but I don't think that this is a cool direction to go for her. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Poor Noelle. Chris,
Poor Noelle indeed.
how are you doing? Chris, if you aren't feeling your best, perhaps you should just go straight home and rest. Here. I borrowed some sweets and made you a hot chocolate. It's your favorite. Marshmallows, melted candy bars, and a little pinch of cinnamon spice. You got the hot chocolate. See you around, Chris. That's nice of you, Asgore. That's nice of him. Yes, we can go. What even happened with Susie in there after that? Dude, we can't go back in there now. Her mom is totally watching us through the window. Fascinating. God, what a horrifying set turn of events. So hey, while you were keeping Noelle busy, I looked inside that room next door. There was this weird guitar in there, and on the inside of it, there was a code to the shelter. Didn't get to write it down, though. When I went to the living room with it, Dad caught me and started talking to me, until Noelle's mom showed up, super pissed. Great. The hell are we gonna do now? The hell are we gonna go back there now? God damn. Toby is the king of making a game that you feel really happy and care a lot about, making you feel really off-put and kind of gross. I don't know how he does it so well. What the hell do we do now? Like, no joke, it probably would have been better if the only weird thing were that you really could just pee on Burnley. Creepy, but less horrifying than this. Jesus.
Oddly fixated on that idea, of course.
I just remembered how weird it was. That is all. I came up with such a strange thing in the moment.
That you did.
Great, now it's raining. At least your house is close. Let's go. Last time I didn't go to the house. Let's see what happens if I do. Huh? Hey, the door's locked! Seriously? Ugh, you don't have a key? Damn, well, your mom's doing her choir practice, right? Guess we can go to church and bother her for it. Ugh. Well, I guess that explains why one would end up going to the church if they hadn't done what I'd done first.
Yeah, the dialogue is actually different, like, when you go to the church. Like, interacting with, like, your front door or not, because, you know, if you interacted with your front door when you go to church, you know, she comments on that. But if you go straight to the church, she's like, oh, I guess you could just wait here until she's done with the choir practice.
Interesting. Okay. Hot chocolate, topped with homemade marshmallows in the shape of bunnies. I figured I would check what Asgore had made me. That's nice of him. At least he does one thing good as a father in this world. He does care about Chris.
Indeed.
My God.
I think he's a great father, but not a good husband.
Can you imagine how pissed Asgore would be if he were able to know and understand what had transpired to Chris just a little bit beforehand?
Oh, yeah.
Like, there would be hell to pay for the little red heart.
True.
Anyway, I will be right back, and then we will continue onward.
Alright.
Hey, I'm back. Man,
Welcome back.
you know, this whole sequence has really cast Chris in a new light. Like, what we witnessed was absolutely horrifying, but, man, Chris is, they're an odd character. Certainly things about them I don't like, and decisions they've made I don't think are good, and we have no real way of knowing why or how or what their deal is with the night and all of that, but certainly the efforts that they went to try and get help for Birdley and to, make things better with Noelle, it really shows that deep down they do care a lot about people, their friends, and this town, Yeah. What was that?
I said yeah.
Honestly, at some level, I probably misjudged them a little bit in the normal route, but I do think that is part of what Toby is doing here is, he's showing us a different side of Chris, while at the same time, making a different side of ourselves. Man, was that an uncomfortable set of events.
True. Like, in Chapter 2, it was rather ambiguous as to whether Chris even cared or not, because they didn't really react at all to anything that was happening, and the ending was exactly the same. So this does a very good job of showing that Chris very much was against what had happened. They are not, evil like, plenty of people were thinking after Chapter 2.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Toby is definitely painting a different sort of picture. Very fascinating. God. This is a weird route, alright.
That it is.
This is a real fucking weird route. Poor Noelle.
Poor Noelle, indeed.
I do think it's interesting, too, how Toby really wrote a character, in Noelle that is just, I think, a altogether very likable character. I think a lot of people probably say that Noelle's probably their favorite character. I might honestly say I'm tilting on that myself. And it's interesting that with that in mind, he chose out of all characters to have to deal with the horrors of the weird route for it to be her. Like, I feel like Toby did a really good job self-introspecting on his own creations and realizing that, the best way to mess with the player would probably be through Noelle.
Yeah, it's like, arguably every other character in this game has, like, some special gimmick or archetype, But Noelle, like, above all else, is just a sweet, normal girl.
Yep.
Like, she's just a normal person.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
She's very likable because of that, but, it's not like you're doing this to some caricature. Like, you're doing this to a character with a personality that could very reasonably exist.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, absolutely. Like, a person like Noelle is probably the kind of person who could join a friend group like ours, and we would, have no issues with that. It would seem very normal and natural.
Yeah, not to say, like, the other characters are poorly written, but,
No.
like, as well-written and amazing as Susie is, she still does have, like, a sort of gimmick. She does have, like, a different archetype.
Yeah.
And, it'd be just as fucked up to mess with her, of course, but, somehow with Noelle it hurts a lot more, just because she is the sweet, normal girl who didn't do anything to deserve any of this.
Oh, absolutely. Like, at the end of the day, that's for sure. Like, when I didn't, when I drank the juice in front of Alphys, all this is just being an asshole. The kind of thing that just kind of makes Alphys go away going, man, Chris must have slept on the wrong side of the bed. Why are they being such a dick? But, like, it's not going to ruin Alphys' day. Hell, if anything, the thing that's going to ruin Alphys' day is the weird thing that happened with Undyne telling her to meet her there and then not meeting her there. This, though, yeah, this is kind of different.
Absolutely. You having fun there?
Yeah, I don't know. This certainly is something. Did I talk to this guy in the rain? Inquire about what's going on.
Did you not?
I don't think I did. Ah, little buddy, bet you're wondering about that date. I don't think it happened. She never showed up. How could I be so naive, little buddy? A hot pizza babe like her falling for me? What a joke. It's just that her text seemed so real. And the way she talked, it was honestly really cute. And today, it suddenly got even cuter somehow. I'll always just be a joke, won't I, little buddy? People even call me Pizza Pants instead of my real name. What is your real name anyway, dude? A text? Sorry I couldn't find you. I left a bag of homemade cookies near the pizza place. This guy is so weird. Here I come, Pizzerina! Well then. I'm glad I just wandered around a little bit, because I somehow completely missed this. It's real! Cookies! And they look like me! Little buddy, you know what this means? She's real! Wait a second. There's a message in the cookie bag. It says, she wants to meet me at the festival tomorrow. Hot damn, little buddy, I did it! Wait for me, Pizzerina! Why do I get the feeling this is not going to end well for him? It's a cardboard stand to replace the pizza place while it's closed. Somehow, it's more sanitary. Yeah, I think what it is that I didn't really interact too much with the Rain chapter. Like, you'll recall that I, immediately after exiting Noelle's place last time, had the idea of, oh, now that I know the code is 122 blank, I wonder if I could enter that into the door. And so that I did that, and then I was already near the church, so I'm like, okay, I'll go into the church. So anything that was happening during the Rain, I don't think I actually really saw much of.
Wow.
As long as he's happy. Who is this? Oh, a customer. Sorry. Would love to make you some ice cream, but we're closed. You're staring at the little red heart that hurts deer. If I say you're going to make ice cream, you're going to make ice cream. I'm kidding. I do not have that power. I should probably do a quick check to see if there's anything else that's out here in the Rain, since I did clearly miss some stuff last time. Looks like the diner is full. Interesting. It says it's closed, but the lights are on inside. Yeah, it's quiet inside. Peek in? Yeah, sure. Zigzag rug, flat screen TV, regular looking kitchen. It's a bit messy, but nothing special. Knock, knock, knock. Hey, human, doesn't monsters scare you? Like if that girl bited you. Nah, Chris got nothing to worry about. I only like to eat little rabbits. Moom!
Moom?
Bob, rather. Bob! Knock, knock, knock. The door knocking guy? No, this is his wife. I think I already read that before. That's not different in the Rain, I guess. Should we, try to find your mom? You know, then we can go back to your house. Susie really does not want to be around her place, does she?
Yeah, I really do think that's her place, given she always has something new to say every time you go over to that particular building.
Yeah.
Except for when Alfie's is there, in that case she doesn't even approach.
Mm-hmm. The milk is getting diluted. Don't just stand there, do something! This guy's weird. Cool, but weird. Milk, you can see it going from 2% to 1%. Good dialogue, Toby. Let's see, was there anything else up this way that I missed? Probably. You hear a hissing sound. Investigate further? Sure. Peering into the dark, it appears that the yellow circles and oh, yeah, I'd already seen that. Oh my, I'm so starved for entertainment. It greatly embarrasses me to ask this, but would you two have anything I could watch? Yeah, sure, we can suggest Tenna. I don't know that you're gonna want Tenna. Actually, we have, like, this friend Tenna. Oh, they're like a little video boy? That's a way to put it! I mean, actually, they're kind of broken right now. Yeah, never mind. Broken? Oh my, what are they, some kind of robot? No, they're just, I mean, we'll fix them, I think. That's interesting. I wonder how this timeline they intend to fix Tenna. Because it's been mentioned multiple times.
I never saw that dialogue. Interesting.
There's so much you could explore in Deltarune. It really is insane.
God, I only just learned, like, yesterday from a Let's Play that I was watching, that if you don't bring Tenna to either Castletown or Betaton before the rain sequence, the TV will actually be sitting outside the house. and Susie will freak out about it, like, sitting out there, and, like, run all the way to Castletown to bring Tenna there.
Wow, that is interesting.
And comment how Tenna was shivering, but that Lancer put him on the tanning bed and he's better now.
Oh, nice. That's pretty cool.
Of course, you have to actually have Tenna be alive for that to happen, and that doesn't seem to be the case.
Yeah,
in,
this
you know,
Tenna's...
this playthrough.
Yeah, this playthrough, we've got a very ruined Tenna.
Yeah.
It is very much not TV time.
Not anymore.
Closed. The back door is blocked. You can only see through the basement window. Corkboard is covered with tons of papers and documents litter the floor. Yeah, same thing as always. I doubt there's anything this way, but it doesn't hurt to check. Actually, it might be interesting real quick to see if there's some special dialogue for watching the lake in the rain. I will give it a second to try. Because I could see Toby having something very specific for just sitting here in the rain like a doofus. Hey, Chris, watch this. Lake skip. You failed, Susie. I can hear you trying not to laugh, dumbass. Fine, we'll see how far you get at the lake next time. Good lord. I like how that lake just is a reoccurring place for silly things to happen.
For sure.
Cat flap locked somehow. Yes, somehow. It's an ornate gate. It appears to be locked. Yeah, I'm not getting back in there. Just a hunch. Okay, we did everything on this layer. Damn, that whole thing was a disaster, huh? This is gonna sound dumb, but... You know what else kind of bites? Didn't even get to hang out, really. All three of us, I mean. Yeah, it kind of is sad what happened in this timeline, even ignoring the really horrifying part.
Yeah.
Like, just all the way around was not a cool time. Temporary hold on new patients due to rain-induced colds. Fair. It's closed. We have a being that seems very happy. Splash, splash. Rain is the best weather for puddles. I'm splashing out. I'm just a kid and don't know all the weathers, but I'm splashing out. Is tsunami a weather? Sort of. Sort of. What a weird kid. Closed temporarily due to wet noses. Or weather. Okay, fair enough. Interesting, I can go back in here. I guess I should double check that there's nothing interesting happening in the classrooms. Hi, Tim. Tim study hard. Tim learn. Tim learn how to sing! Right, this whole sequence. Goodbye, Tim. I don't want to hear more of your singing.
Unchanged.
Yeah. I'll check this room, but I don't think there'll be anything. Nah. Onwards we go. I don't think we need to head back to the Dark World.
No, I'm pretty sure that's the same.
Yeah. You know, Noelle said she wanted to talk to you, but something about her look was kind of weird. Well, it is a weird route. Why? Couldn't she just talk to you in front of me? What are you two talking about? Oh, what the hell? Ah, fun. I don't even know what the choices are. Well. Do I feel like left Susie or right Susie? I guess we'll do right Susie. Wait. Up, there we go. It wasn't about me, right? No, surprisingly enough, Susie, you really don't seem to have much of any merit in this, version or this timeline as far as the heart is concerned. Like, I don't think Susie's really been a part of the heart's meanness once. Just kind of like, yeah, Susie's a creature, who cares? Poor Susie.
Yeah, Susie and Rouse are mainly unaffected by the weird route, it would seem.
What? Fine, I won't bring it up again. God, this is all so weird. So weird.
How did it?
1 second, I need to check something real quick.
All right.
Okay. Town hall. The door is locked. No one is inside. I'm not gonna go all the way down to the bunker. Ah. Oh, let's ask your mom for the key, I guess. Probably this is the same.
Well, I did tell you that it was different, but minorly so.
Ah, you'll get her, right?
So, worth mentioning that, you know, that was the bulk of what happens in the weird route in this chapter. From here on out, it's basically just, like, a total of 4 minor, like, scenes.
Alright.
I mean, you can go and play through the entire rest of the chapter to see them if you want, but it is a long chapter.
Yeah. I'm not sure that I really want to do that in that case, because that is a lot more. This has been very interesting, though, but we will go ahead and, you know, skip to a point other than this to finish our chat. We aren't logical. Oh, I forgot about that. You're damn right we aren't. Hey, you think you can scare us? We'll show you who really rolls the dark. Come on, Chris. I'm glad I went 5 seconds longer because I forgot that there was a choice right there I could go ahead and see the result of.
True.
So I guess that more or less now puts me at the point where I've more or less seen all of the new Deltarune stuff.
Yeah, more or less.
Nice. This has been a very cool time, I must say. I've immensely enjoyed the new Deltarune chapters. Definitely very off-put by the stuff to do with the weird route.
Yeah, it's very different to how it was in Chapter 2, for sure.
Absolutely. Like, what in the hell? Yeah, I don't know, man. Just a very strange experience. It's weird how, because of the way the Toby stuff is constructed, it more or less always ends up just with the, you know, you always doing the weirdest stuff last. Genocide, Chapter 2, Snowgrave, and this Chapter 4, weird stuff.
Indeed.
But no, this has been a good time. I very much enjoyed playing through Deltarune, and, you know, look forward to, you know, wildly enough, 2026 release, more Deltarune. Chapter 5.
True.
Should be a good time.
You know, if you don't want to play through the entire rest of the chapter to see, like, the, like, few scenes that are different in the weird route,
Sure.
I could always show you, like, a video of them.
Why not? Should we keep recording for that, or what do we want to do?
Might as well, although there's probably not a, you know, easy way to, like, you know, share that on screen unless you want to add a new, like video source.
Yeah, probably not doing that, but I guess it's not an impossible idea. Let's see.
If someone's watching this, presumably they've already seen this stuff, and so they could probably follow along, like, anyway. Like, you know, hopefully they've seen the scenes.
Yeah,
so they know what you're watching.
That's a very fair point. We'll just have Chris and Susie stand near this piano in the meantime.
Well, in that case, you'll have the, like, audio from the game playing the entire time.
That's a very good point. What do you think I should do in that case? Like, should I just close Deltarune but keep the stream going?
Sure.
Alright. That makes a lot of sense.
Yep, here's a video that I found compiling the sort of, like, different scenes and stuff like that from the, you know, weird route in Chapter 4.
Alright, let's see.
I've timestamped it to skip the stuff we've already seen.
Sounds good. I appreciate your help. I will pull this up, and then I will share my Discord with you so that you can see it. Okay.
Yeah, this isn't like a professional stream. We don't have time to set up the thing.
I am not a professional streamer by any means, nor do I really pretend to be. If somehow someone is watching this, like, 10 years in the future, and I've become, like, the next Vinny, you could all laugh at me, but, yeah, I don't, by any means, expect that there will ever be any level of professionalism on this channel.
It'll be like when Aaron Hansen said to kill him if he ever made a Let's Play channel. And now Game Grumps is like, well, I shouldn't say was one of the biggest Let's Play channels for a while.
That is fair. Okay, let's see. So we're on a chapter called Thanking of Noelle. Chris, rather than following her, why don't we just close our eyes and think about what she might be doing in there? Seems unnecessary. Huh?
Turn down the volume a bit.
What was that?
The video seems a bit loud in the share screen.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
it's probably loud in the stream as well.
It's also loud for me, I might add. I just was...
Oh, then you should have turned it down before.
Yeah. Huh? But, Susie might want to be... It might be nice if she had this chance to... Perhaps if you just close them for a moment? Don't. Perhaps if you just closed your eyes in general? Maybe we could think of something else? Think of Noelle. That's interesting. Okay, there's nothing here. Oh, there's a little bit of red. Huh. Thank you. Oh, well, that's unnerving. Chris, hey, Chris, you okay? You were just standing there with your eyes closed. You just started breathing hard and... Here, get up. Or I'll say, where the heck were you? Huh, I was, I got the puzzle solution. Let's just go. Oh, you went this way. You know, I've got a mighty hunch this ain't the right way. Though, I do like going the wrong way. You get better ideas that way. Now, what do you think? Where do we go? No wrong answer. Nowhere. Nowhere! You were just now. He's got a peculiar ring to him. I can tell, you're having some relationship trouble, ain't ya? I've seen it all, you know, at your age. If things go cold, you might think your whole world's ending. But you know, things go on. You'll grow up. Just keep living. Everything will be alright sooner or later. The tea party. Ain't no better story than one told with sparkling eyes. She ain't got no fear, that one. Doubt, irony, that's what poisons your story. That and too much predictability. So, young man, what do you think happens next? Huh? I guess we'll just have to see. Drink up. Still hot now. Thank you. I noticed you haven't touched your tea yet. Close your eyes. You're really good at just going through the motions, huh? Something tough's going on with you. I can tell that sort of thing. And now you still gotta go through your day. Still gotta talk, fight, do homework. I bet it all feels pointless, don't it? It's almost an insult. That's the earth still turning. But don't give up, even if you gotta do these motions. Try to find something, anything in them. That means a little something, you hear? Thunk. Sounds like someone put another sugar cube into your tea. Don't drink. Well, if tea's not your fancy, how about... Shine. How about an apple? You heard something being placed in front of you. Chris, here, I'll help. Here, I'm holding it in front of your... Your teeth lurched forward to bite the apple. A sweet sensation spread through your mouth. That's right, just take a bite, Chris. Chris, don't eat so fast. Chris, don't eat the... Your teeth clenched into something small and hard. Crack! A bitter taste spread through your mouth. Don't need the core, Chris. You felt a handkerchief wiping your face. Chris, you can, open your eyes, you know. Oh man, Chris is just so off-put by all of this. And understandably so. Huh? When did, the old man leave? Anyway, let's go, Chris. What are these two candles with people's names for anyway? It is birthdays, right? That's right. Obviously. Okay, quit smiling, dumbass. What's the real answer? Oh, this is a case where... Oh, really? We're going with... No, we are going with Pray for Noel. Hey, Chris, don't! Look, I like breaking stuff too, but... Your name's on here too, idiot. Oh, huh. This keyboard has settings to sound like either a piano or an organ. You know, when you played piano earlier, it was... Okay, it was actually kind of cool, I mean that. I'm not saying you should join the choir or whatever, but... You were playing every week. You might actually want to go to church. That kind of reminds me of something. Listen, it might be long. So, in one of the places I used to live, there was this plaza. They put this public piano.
This is the same, so they're going through it a bit faster.
Yeah, that makes sense. We'll even skip forward 5 seconds.
I don't know why they include the entire story before the choice.
That is very weird.
Here we go.
Yeah. Damn, I got weird there for a second. Probably made you want to stop playing even more, huh? I'll never play again. Hey, Chris! What happened? You started saying something. Then you, bit the hell out of your hand. Damn, that's got a bruise. Damn, I shouldn't have told that story. Forget it. Wow, Chris is really not willing to let us say that. Yeah, I like playing the drums. Can't really screw it up, you know, it's just hitting stuff. Susie. She's a really nice person, Chris. How could she be so kind? How? I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry I didn't say the whole prophecy at first. I thought if I said something different, if we did something different, and we were just kind enough, perhaps by the time we got here it would change. But no matter what we do, our fate is already decided. Sorry, don't look at me. I don't mean to always make everything about me. I'm sorry, Everything's okay, Chris. Look, I'm smiling. It's okay not to smile. Or good keep smiling. They went with good keep smiling. Of course, you can count on me. I'll make sure we have a wonderful adventure tomorrow. The next day, too. After all, that's what you want, isn't it? That's interesting. Versus it's not okay not to smile. And we get the hug. Chris, you... I'm scared. It's getting harder and harder to just stand there smiling all the time, to be the one pretending I'm not afraid too. But being with you two, the more I'm with you two, I realize friendship isn't just about being happy all the time. It's something far, far greater than I could have imagined. I want to believe again. I want to believe. It can change. There isn't just one ending, but what would that be? If there was something else, what would it be? And how do we know it wouldn't be something even worse? Chris, never mind. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
How do we know it wouldn't be something even worse?
Mm-hmm. Chris, you can go to the fountain now. And yeah, God, that hits home after what happened to this chapter.
Yeah, and Rasai only expresses that particular fear on the weird route, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it definitely does seem to suggest that weird route is going to be a lot worse than the normal route,
Yeah, no
as if
kidding.
that wasn't obvious.
Yeah, no kidding. Weird Route is probably going to end in a really unpleasant way.
Indeed.
Susie's waiting. Chris? You were cool when you played the piano earlier. Well, I know where we are with that music.
I think there's another part with like weird cropping. Might as well skip ahead to after like Chris is out of bed. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Back. Forgot they don't get out of bed this time.
Chris, are you there? Then I'll just leave a message. You are going to the festival tomorrow, aren't you? I just wanted to confirm. Noelle said... this is the mayor specifically. I tried to figure out which character we were hearing, but yeah, I think Noelle said makes it clear. She's really looking forward to seeing you. Interesting. And of course, at this point, Chris would normally be happy about that, but is probably horrified by it instead.
Yeah, ain't that a stinger to end on?
Mm-hmm.
I think after it's the same. Just the normal credits.
Yep, also I like how just immediately after watching a Deltarune video, now I've got a thing in the, comments that is saying Deltarune 3 and 4, all secrets, Easter eggs. Yeah, like the recommended. It's just like, I can tell I was right to hold off watching anything Deltarune related, because immediately YouTube is suggesting me Deltarune related stuff.
Yeah, like, I was not exaggerating when I said that, these spoiler thumbnails are like some of those spoilery thumbnails that I've fucking seen. Like, oh my god, the YouTubers are insufferable with this time around.
Yeah, well, luckily I've gotten to the point where it doesn't really matter very much, as we have officially done it all. Granted, as with any other Toby Fox property, there is absolutely probably a million random lines of dialogue out there that I've not seen, and probably half that number you've not seen, but yeah, I've definitely gotten the gist of it at this point.
Yeah, I'm still learning things about this game. That's the insane thing about a Toby Fox game, is that you think you've seen everything, and then you find out about some really obscure, like, line or scene or something like that, where it's like, this is a thing? Like, this specific set of circumstances has something unique for it? Like, wow.
Yeah, apparently so. Well, I've reached 31 hours of playtime on Deltarune just from these 2 chapters alone. Certainly a entailed game.
Also, that, thumbnail that you saw on YouTube, of course you wouldn't know because you were avoiding looking at Deltarune videos on YouTube, but, that was what I had in mind when I said that there were literally videos that just had, like, the secret boss, like, in the thumbnail.
Hooray. Isn't that great?
Like, very blatantly, like, yikes.
Very spoilery.
But hey, you've seen everything that is worth avoiding spoilers for. All that remains is, like you said, random bits of dialogue. You are free to look up as much as you want.
Hooray.
That is all for Deltarune until next year.
Yeah, that is true. There was nothing more.
I still need to edit my playthrough.
Yeah, there's nothing else to be spoiled to unless Toby Fox decides randomly to email me and tell me all of his secrets.
For sure.
Anyway, yeah, again, though, this has been a great time. I enjoyed this immensely, and I think at this point I've mostly said most of my thoughts in one way, shape, or form or another, so there's not really a whole lot for me to say here at the end, but I can say, as always, I enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to us reconvening in another, probably year and a half for more of this. I think that it's been well worth the wait, as always.
Absolutely. It's always really nice to be able to play more Deltarune, and this was absolutely worth the wait. Like, my god.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. No, this is some of the best stuff Toby's ever done, and that's really saying something.
For sure.
Anyway, yeah, thank you again, as always, for joining me for these streams, Grayson. It's fun having you on board for this.
Yeah. But as always, it's nice getting to see your playthrough and reactions to stuff. And I get to point you towards secret things you may have missed.
Of which there are definitely a lot in something like this. Toby packs his game with secrets. Like, it's amazing how many I did find on my own, but at the same time, there's just so many I never would have.
For sure.
Well, anyway.
It's really astounding.
It really is. I'm going to bid our audience say good evening. Why don't you wish everyone well, Grayson?
I wish you better than what Noelle and Chris are getting, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot better.